Welcome to English for All with Khadija USA, learning step by step at your own pace.
Eyes Open 3, Unit 3, Lesson 13, Art All Around Us.
Welcome back to Eyes Open 3, Presentation Plus, designed for 9th grade. Open up your students' books, Unit 3, Art All Around Us. Student Book, page 30. In this unit, you will be watching The Art of Storytelling, a World of Music. Have you ever been to a concert? And CLIL, Perspective. Your vocabulary will include art around us, collections, musical instruments, phrasal verbs with up. Our language focus for grammar will be present perfect for infinite past time, present perfect with ever and never. The aim of this unit will be learners will be able to identify different types of art, talk about what I have and haven't done, ask and answer questions about music, and be able to understand an article about a festival in another country, invite a friend somewhere and arrange to meet, write an internet post about a concert. What can you see in this photo? Start thinking. Ask yourself 3 questions. Do you like the memorial on this building? And why do think someone painted this? Would you like to live in a building like this? Student Book, page 31, Vocabulary. Go ahead and listen to the voice.
CD 1, Track 29. Listen, check, and repeat. A.
Busker,
B.
Sculpture.
C.
exhibition,
D.
Graffiti.
E.
portrait painter,
F.
Living statue.
G.
concert hall,
H.
Juggler.
I.
mural,
J.
Painting.
Section 2. Complete the chart with the words from Exercise 1. Section 3. Go ahead and listen to the audio. Section 4. Ask and answer with your partner. When we use there, after, go, we don't use the preposition to. For example, we go there 3 times a week. Did you go there on your own? So now go ahead and finish, if you have not, your exercise and then resume for your corrections.
CD 1, Track 30. Listen and write.
Hello everyone. How did you like your first day in London? We had 2 groups. Alison, you were in group 1. What did you all do?
Well, we decided to go to the Tate Britain because we all wanted to see an art gallery in London. We saw a fantastic exhibition there of British art. Each room had paintings from different decades. So there was a room with paintings from the 1840s, for example. David and George really liked some of the sculptures around the building. And there's an enormous mural on the walls as you go up the stairs.
So would you recommend it to Group 2?
Oh yes, absolutely. It was great.
OK, thanks, Alison. Group 2, what did you do? Philip?
Well, it was a nice day, so we walked around a bit. We went to Covent Garden. There were some fantastic street artists around the area. We saw some talented buskers. There were musicians from all around the world. There was also a juggler who was juggling 10 different balls at the same time. Helen asked one of the portrait painters to paint her portrait. We all agree it looks amazing. One thing we didn't like was the living statues. A lot of them were really frightening. And there was a lot of graffiti. And it wasn't very good graffiti either. But we had a great time.
Student Book, page 32, Reading. An Online Debate. Section 1. Work with a partner. Look at the pictures below. What do you think makes a person an artist? Section 2. Go ahead and listen to the debate. What does Josh and Kristen do? What do they think art is?
CD 1. Track 31. Listen to the online debate.
Everyone's an artist. You've taken a photo and put it on a social network site. 15 friends have given you a like. You're an artist. The case 4.
We look at the Mona Lisa or a Picasso painting and we say, that's art. But what about the amazing graffiti someone has painted on your street? What about the poster presentation you've done? You've worked hard and it's great. So have you made a work of art? To me, art is anything that's creative. Of course I like going to famous museums, but I also like drawing portraits of my friends or taking photos. I'm not very good at these things, but I'm creative. I'm passionate about them, and my friends like them. Most of all, I like them. Josh, age 15, San Diego, California.
The case against.
I have always loved visiting art museums. Why? Because I like looking at good art. Art is not a drawing that a 4-year-old child has done. It isn't painting your body crazy colours and standing in the street. And it certainly isn't graffiti. Some people say, if it's creative, it's art. I don't agree. My aunt is an artist. She went to art school, and she has worked in her studio for years. She hasn't made much money, but her sculptures have been in a few exhibitions. Her art is great. You haven't made a work of art if you haven't studied for years and developed your talent. Kirsten, age 16, Berlin, Germany.
What is art? What's your opinion?
Fact. The British graffiti artist Banksy sold a piece of graffiti for $1.8 million.
Section 3. Read the article again. Are these sentences true or false? Correct the false statements. Section 4. Find the collections in the text. Match the words in box A with the words in box B. Then complete the sentences. Once you have completed these exercises, resume for the corrections. Corrections. Student Book, page 34, Vocabulary. Instruments. Go ahead and listen to the audio. Match the words in the box with the instrument in the picture 1 through 14. Then listen, check, and repeat.
CD 1. Track 32. Listen and check. The Berlin Wall separated East and West Berlin. On the west side, there was lots of political graffiti. Now, some artists have started to recreate the original art. One artist, Bill Neumann, explains, "Well, the idea is very simple. I have looked at old photos, and I have made copies of the graffiti. Other artists have done the same thing. We have recreated a section of the original wall. It has been a really interesting experience for us. We haven't finished the work, but we hope to soon."
Section 2. Work with a partner. Answer the questions. Section 3. Listening. An interview. Look at the picture of the musician called Leo. What instruments has he got? Where do you think he performs? Section 4, as well as Section 5. Go ahead and take a listen to a journalist, Marcia, interviewing Leo. Check your ideas from Exercise 3, and then answer the questions in Section 5. Once you have done that, go ahead and take a look at your corrections.
CD 1. Track 34. Listen to the interview.
I'm Marcia from the Music Madness radio show, and I've come to the Auckland Buskers Festival in New Zealand. Today I'm talking to Leo Shaw. He's a well-known busker here in Auckland, and he's famous because he plays so many instruments, but he's never played here at the festival. Thanks for talking to us today, Leo.
Pleasure.
Is that right, Leo? Have you ever played at this festival?
No, I haven't. I've never played here before, but it's fantastic.
So, you look like a walking orchestra. How many instruments have you got?
A lot. I get bored if I play the same instrument every day.
Which instruments are you playing today?
The guitar. Then I have a drum. And this tambourine. And then there's this. It's a banjo. It's new. I've never had a banjo before, but I love the sound of it. And I have a mouth organ too.
So that's 5. Wow! How many hours have you played today?
About 7. I've been here for a long time today because there are lots of people around. But some days, I only play for 2 or 3 hours.
Have you ever played in a group?
Yes, I'm a trained musician. I do this to get some extra money and because I like playing in the street and meeting people.
Have you ever played in a concert hall or a club?
I've played in clubs, for private parties and in concert halls, but like you said, I've never played a festival like this before.
Oh, I see. So, what kind of music have you played in your career?
Jazz and blues mainly. I really like playing the jazz saxophone. It's very relaxing and it's the most popular. I've just started to play the banjo, so I'm playing some folk and country music now. I also like to play rock music with my guitar and sometimes the drums.
Is there an instrument that you haven't played, Leo?
Well, I've never played the cello or the violin, but I could learn.
Student Book, page 37. Reading. A web page. Go ahead and listen to the article. Burning Man Festival. Frequently asked questions. Then go ahead and do Section 3. Read the frequently asked questions about the Burning Man Festival. Match the questions A through F to the answers 1 through 6. Then go ahead and do Phrasal verbs with up. Section 4. Look at the highlighted words in the text. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the words in the box. For example, number 1. When the festival was over, we tidied up all our rubbish and went home. Go ahead and finish 2 through 6 in that manner. And then conclude with your corrections. Section 6. Write about the festival. Last festival you went to. The last festival I went to was in our town. There were... Go ahead and write this entry into your notebooks. Tell me if you have gone to a festival or make believe a festival near you, and write about it.
CD 1. Track 38. Listen to the web page article.
Burning Man Festival. Frequently asked questions. Maybe you've picked up tickets to the festival, but you're not sure what to expect. Read these FAQs to find out more.
What is the Burning Man Festival?
It's an arts community festival, which takes place every year for a week at the end of August in the Black Rock Desert in Nevada in the USA. More than 60,000 people showed up last year. Volunteers create a community in the desert called Black Rock City. They set up everything themselves.
Has the festival always taken place there?
No. It started in San Francisco, California in 1986, next to the Golden Gate Bridge. It moved to the desert 5 years later.
Why is it called the Burning Man Festival?
Because fire is an important theme of the festival. People build an enormous wooden statue of a person which is more than 30 meters tall, and they burn it on the Saturday night of the festival. They also build and burn lots of other things.
What else do people do at the festival?
They dress up in costumes, and because of the dust in the desert, they wear goggles. There are also a lot of other fun activities. There is usually a balloon chain of 450 different balloons, which is 1 kilometer long, and it lights up the sky.
What happens after the festival?
After the festival, the rules are very strict. People must tidy up everything and leave the desert exactly as it was before the festival started, because the organizers are very worried about protecting the environment.
How is it different from other festivals?
It's unusual because there aren't any famous bands or celebrities. It's all about community. Everyone is on the same level.
Fact. Every August, Black Rock City becomes the 3rd largest city in Nevada. But then it disappears in September.
Workbook page 27. Unit 3, Art All Around Us, Vocabulary, Section 1. Put the letters in order to make words connected with the arts. Number 1 is done as an example. Section 2. Write the vocabulary from Exercise 1 in the correct place. Number 1 is done as an example. Section 3. Complete the sentences using vocabulary words from Exercise 1. Section 4. Read the clues and write the words. Section 5. Write answers to the questions. Workbook, page 29. Listening and vocabulary. Instruments, Section 1. Write the words. The first letter is given to you. Section 2. Answer the questions with words from Exercise 1. Not all the words are needed. Section 3, Listening. Go ahead and listen to the audio of a radio interview with two street performers. What do they do? Section 4. Go ahead and answer the questions by circling the correct options.
Track 3. Listen and choose.
Today, I'm in Covent Garden. If you've been to London, you've probably seen some of the amazing street performers here. I'm going to try and talk to a few of them. Now, this person looks interesting. What's your name?
Greg.
When did you start performing in the street?
I started when I was 16. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. Then I saw a magician at a music festival. He was really cool, so I asked him how I could learn. He showed me some of his tricks, I was good at it, and here I am.
What do you like about being a street magician then?
Well, I like the freedom and the travelling. I've travelled all over the world performing at street festivals and in places like San Francisco and Covent Garden. I love this way of life. If you're good at what you do, you can make good money.
Well, you've certainly got a lot of people watching you today. Thanks for talking to me. Now, I can hear drums and applause over there. That's a big crowd of people. I'm not surprised. This woman's just finished juggling with fire. Excuse me, what's your name?
Alice.
Isn't your job dangerous, Alice?
No, not really. I've always juggled.
Do you always juggle with fire?
No, I've used lots of different things. But recently I've started to juggle with fire more. It's popular with the tourists.
Have you always been in Covent Garden?
No, I studied at a circus school in France. And I've worked in a travelling circus. And in Paris. Covent Garden is difficult because there are lots of really good performers. But the tourists are very generous, so I usually make lots of money. I sometimes work at night too. The fire is fantastic then.
Are there many women performers?
No, but some of the statues are women. There's also a great all-woman jazz band who play the clarinet, saxophone and banjo.
Thanks. Maybe I'll interview them too.
Workbook page 31, Reading. Section 1. Read the text about being a living statue. Is it a difficult job? Section 2. Complete the sentences with the words in the box. Use the words in bold in the text to help you. Section 3. Read the text again. Are these sentences true or false? Correct the false sentences. Section 4. Read the sentences. Tick the ones a living statue probably says. What does the other person do?
Thank you for watching this video. See you again. Please don't forget to tick subscribe, like, and hit the golden bell for more videos. See you in the next video.